ICE went wild this weekend in Chicago.
What's your name?
Debbie Brockman, I work for WGN. Let them know.
I got you. Yep. Debbie Browning?
Brockman,
WGN. Do you guys want to share your names too, or just going to cover your face?
Okay, this is one of the stories that is going viral over the weekend. That is Debbie Brockman. She is an editor and producer for Chicago's WGN television station. And it's going viral. And, you know, the clips you see don't give you the background story or context. I'll give you, you know, what I see. And you can judge for yourself if it's, you know, right or wrong, whatever. Right? So that's Debbie Brockman. She's an editor, producer for a Chicago television station. She's in the area. ICE or Homeland, they were targeting some landscapers that they saw on the side. You know, Debbie and her team, I guess, were in the area. And I don't know if she touched them or she got in their way or she grabbed someone, but they are charging her with assault, right? And I've talked about this many times already. Their Homeland is not allowed to detain U.S. citizens unless you assault them. And assault is very vague. Literally, the minute you touch them, you could lay one finger on them, just boop, and they were like, that's assault. You know, it is what it is. So they're accusing her of assaulting them. I don't know. You know, we're not there. We don't know exactly what happened, but that's why they tackled her to the ground and they started arresting her. And that's where that clip comes from. I think the most wild part is not the fact that they arrest her. And I'll let you know this too. They release her later. Okay. The fact that they release her later makes this next part, to me, even more crazy. Let's watch what happened after they get her in handcuffs and get her into the car.
Hopefully your wife and children make it home.
What is this vehicle, honestly? Yeah.
No, this is some shit.
Oh! Yep.
Their license plate. You're about to get paid.
Yeah. What's your...
You're gonna get paid. It's gonna suck.
Okay, that last part where they just swipe that vehicle that was there, and I don't know if you guys saw in the clip, right? Basically the guy got out and he yelled at them to move, and I guess they didn't move, and they just you know. Oh, what do you guys think? That's crazy to me, because again, at the end of that clip, you could hear the bystanders. They were talking about it. They were saying, hey, those guys just swiped your vehicle. You're about to get paid, you know, because who's going to pay for the damages of that vehicle? You guys let me know, because I mean, I can see an argument that, hey, they, you know, that car was there blocking them and, you know, they couldn't get out, and you know what they're going to say. They're going to say that, oh, we were threatened, we feel endangered, and we had to get out of the area before the crowd, you know, turns on them or whatever, right? That's what they're going to say. But still, they just did damage to another vehicle. You know, like someone has to pay for that. So that part is crazy to me, and especially the fact that they end up releasing the editor producer lady, the Debbie, makes it to me even worse, because in a way they did that whole scene right there did not need to happen, because once they got her to the place, and then they know at the end of the day, a lot of these arrests that they're doing, especially when they're like US citizens, they don't really have a real case. Like, yeah, you're not supposed to touch them, you're not supposed to like impede them in any way. They could arrest you for that, but going through the courts, those cases get dropped a lot. And so it's like a big waste of a lot of time, taxpayer dollars, right? And if Homeland has to reimburse for swiping that card, that's taxpayer dollars that, you know what I mean? Like that whole thing did not need to happen at all, because they end up releasing her anyways. And this is another story that is going viral that happened over the weekend. This happened on Friday, October 10th. It's related to what we just saw earlier, where ICE, Homeland, Border Patrol, whatever, they're just causing all kinds of damage without any accountability, it seems like. Let's watch this.
Hit and run! Hit and run! That's a hit and run! Hit and run! Hit and run! That's a hit and run! Hit and run! Hit and run! Look, hey, watch out with that weapon! That weapon! Yo, watch out! What's wrong with you? You hit it! You hit her! Yo! What's wrong?
You hit her.
You hit her! You guys hit her! You guys hit her! What's wrong with y'all? Y'all bust a whole U-turn in the middle of the street. Y'all hit her. Y'all on camera. Leave her alone. She ain't even do shit. She trying to go to work.
Okay, to give you guys some context, that lady that they are dragging out of her car right now is apparently a US citizen, and supposedly they end up releasing her later. I guess she was just driving while brown. Who knows?
No heart. No heart. She's a female.
Get off of her right now.
You guys hit her. How you guys gonna arrest her?
Get off.
You guys hit her. Man, how you gonna arrest her, Brad? Oh, bogus. You hit her!
Ooh, that's wild. I can't believe they just rammed into her to stop her vehicle. You know what I'm wondering right now as I'm watching this, because we literally just watched 2 clips back to back of ICE just like destroying vehicles. Do they rent these cars that they're driving? Because, these are just like random unmarked cars that they're using. Like, do they rent these? I mean, I guess in a way they are helping the local economy, because if they're renting the cars, what is it, like Enterprise or whatever, they're gonna charge them up to the wazoo for them. And then, the cars need to get repaired. So auto body shops are gonna get some business. I guess that's the bright side of this. The downside is, if, like I was saying earlier, if Homeland has to pay for the damage that they're doing, that's taxpayer dollars that's going to do this. Like, that's crazy. They can't just be ramming into all these other vehicles, And think about this. There's a car that's parked next to her, and usually if they keep doing this, they're going to ram into other cars that are just parked there minding their own business, and they're just going to drive off. And I'm just saying, just imagine being that guy that just happens to have his car parked on the side of the street there, and then ICE comes in and they just ram into this car, into your car, and then they just drive off. That's a nightmare. of insurance claims, and I don't know, I'm just thinking about all the other stuff that's going on as well. Like, this is wild.
Get out of here! Get out of here now!
Okay, this is the last one that I wanted to show you guys that happened over this weekend. This is a Chicago church where, I don't know, that it wasn't very clear on why ICE was here. Obviously, they're here to get somebody. They just showed up, and a crowd started to, form, and I guess some guy panicked, or we don't know exactly what happened, but he deployed tear gas in front of the church. Oh, and this happened after the judge said that they're not allowed to use chemical warfare anymore. So that which includes tear gas. Just throwing that out there. So that's some of the big things that happened over the weekend with ICE. I don't. Let me know what you guys think. It seems like it was an interesting weekend. I'll say that.